Hey everybody, David Essel here, asking you to slow down once again. We're going to talk today about something that is incredibly challenging for many people and yet at the same time offers the most amazing rewards if you're willing to do it. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was talking to a client in my office that I had asked to go on. What we're going to talk about here it's called a media diet. And the response, it's been 9 months now for her. I mean, this is incredible. This is something I ask a lot of my clients, and when I teach courses at Edison State College on certifying people to become a life coach, eventually through one of the certification levels, everyone goes through a media diet, and usually it's 14 days. Well, this woman's taken it to the nth degree, and her life has changed in so many ways. I'm excited to tell you about her and about several other people that have actually taken this to heart and the shifts and changes that they've seen in their existence. So what is a media diet? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's removing certain things from your life, certain parts of the media for a specific period of time in order to grow, to heal, to get really solid within yourself. Most of the times when I ask people to do this, I'll say, let's do this for 7 days. No radio, no television, no magazines, no newspapers, nothing whatsoever. I even cut out radio and say, listen, let's do this. If you want to listen to something, listen to a motivational CD at the most, but actually, to be quite frank with you, the true pure media diet means when you're in your car, that's absolute silence. When you're preparing dinner, there's silence. When no matter what you're doing, it's silence. It's this media diet where we remove all distractions, all noise from our existence so we can get to the core of who we are. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what happens to prepare you for it. Now, some people, it may react just like this, and other people might be a little different. But in general, this is what happens. About the first couple days, it's kind of a novelty. It's kind of fun. It's like, oh, wow, this is great. Oh, no, we can't have anything on right now. We can't have anything on right now. It's kind of cute, and you're in your car, and all of a sudden your child will go, Mom, you're supposed to be on David Essel's media diet. No, that's right, honey. Now, these are stories I've had come back to me because it's quite cute. And so they'll shut the radio off, or they'll shut the TV off, or whatever it might be. So for the first day or so, it's kind of cute. And then it actually produces some anxiety. Most of us are addicted to noise. We're addicted to gossip. We're addicted to information. Most of us are highly addicted to one or all of these things. So at day 2 or 3, honestly, you start to have withdrawal. You really do. It's this crazy and it's this insidious. Is you start to get anxious and you start to get moody and like, oh, I just want to watch this for 30 minutes, but I have to catch up with the news. I've got to look at my stocks, but what happened with the basketball game last night? I've got to know. Actually, you don't. The power is that as we move through day 2, 3, and 4, we start to find a sense of peace. Now, it usually isn't until about day 7 that you settle down. I'm giving you all this in advance so that you know what you're up against, but the benefits are outrageous. It's almost like when they say, when someone's trying to quit smoking, if they can make it through the first 72 hours, the first 3 days without any nicotine whatsoever, let me put it this way, without smoking whatsoever, using the patch or gum is totally different, and that's acceptable. But if you can make it through 72 hours and be involved with some type of support group, your odds of success increase dramatically. Well, it's the same thing with the media diet. If you can make it through the first 3 days, you're going to be doing well. And you won't notice any real powerful change probably until 7 days or maybe even 14 days. At 7 days, you'll start to feel a little bit of peace. In other words, you'll start to notice that if you're in someone's home and they've got the radio on and a television on in another room and blah, 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 that you're going, wow, this is freaky. That's a good sign. That's an excellent sign. At day 14, you'll really notice a huge shift. Now, I'll give you a couple examples of what's happened. When I take my coaching clients through the course, the life coaching certification, at day 14, they'll usually come back, and this is what happened last year. One woman who had never planned on writing a book at all, had so much time on her hands, she wrote an entire personal growth book on inspiration in 14 days. Another one who was a psychologist that was taking my course had been fooling around with trying to finish a book for 5 years, and in that 14-day period of time, finished the book. In other words, there's so much creativity that comes out if you allow yourself to be free of the negativity that is based in so many sitcoms, so many news shows, etc., etc. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm involved with the media. I work with television, I work on radio. I love it all. I love it all from a positive perspective. But there's so much out there that does nothing but tear us apart, tear us down. So I'm trying to move us from this space of, oh my gosh, I've got to watch my favorite show, or how could I be without the news, into a quieter place. Creativity will increase. Inspirational thoughts will increase. There will also be an increase in the reality of life that we're submerging through the noise in the outside world. What I mean by that is you might go, wow, my relationship really needs a lot of work, or holy cow, I'm really out of shape, or I haven't paid attention to this part of my life. I really don't like my work, or I'm really not applying myself at work. In other words, when you take away the distractions of life that's involved with radio, newspaper, television, music even, for this period of time, you start to really get a chance to feel what's going on inside of you. Lots of times people run from this because through the distraction of the noise and all the jumbling, the minute we walk in the door, there's got to be music on, there's got to be television on, there's got to be a radio on. All of that submerges what's underneath the surface. And the purpose of the media diet is to get all that stuff out, deal with the parts of life that we haven't wanted to deal with, and then allow the creativity to spring. The answers to the problems in life, the challenges in life will come up if there's enough silence. Now, I know sometimes people go, but you don't understand. I have children at home. I have a husband that'll never do this. I have a wife that'll never do this. I have a roommate that'll never do this. And what you do is your very best. When you're in the car, nothing. If that means that you say to your family or say to your roommate, hey, I'm going to be at the library tonight, go to the library. Spend an hour or two in silence. The whole idea behind it is to remove the distraction, remove the noise for 7 to 14 days. I'm going to encourage you to do 14 days and then watch life change. What about my client that did it for 9 months? Everything in her life has changed. She started to love herself deeper. She found a new career. She's serving the community in ways that she never thought she would. She's having an absolute ball. She's lost weight. She looks well rested. I'm not kidding you. 9 months now she's doing this, and it's astronomical. It's phenomenal. Whatever you choose to do, go for it, okay? And if I can help you, go to talkdavid.com. Of course, we have hundreds of these YouTube videos on all different walks of life and over 250 blogs and a weekly wake-up email you can get, and of course our books and CDs. And if there's any way that I can help you with this media diet or searching for life's answers in any area of life, let me know. talkdavid.com. Until then, have an incredible day. Bye-bye now.